Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 7th of October 2021. Thanks for joining me. I want to use the Cosmic Tarot today. Let's see what the cards have to say about Thursday, what the energy is going to be like, and how you can work with it to get the most out of the day. So let me shuffle these cards a few times. Then I'm going to choose 3 cards to see what the tarot has to share. Okay, so the first card is the King of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and Death. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say here. The King of Cups is a court card, and those either appear during the day as certain characteristics that exist within you, or they come in via other people, as actual people coming into your life who embody all of these qualities. So the King of Cups, he is in the element of water. That has to do with love and spirituality, creativity, music, the kind of hidden aspects of life, and mainly a feeling of, I may have been through difficulties, but I'm not giving into bitterness or negativity. The most important thing is love, being there for other people, being of service, and bringing good into the world. So we've got the moon on top of his crown. The moon is the intuition. So he's naturally connected to something bigger that loves him. So that makes it easier for him to keep his heart open, because he always feels the love, regardless of what's going on in his life, whether he's having a great time or whether there are problems. He feels the love, therefore he's a channel for love, and he's able to pass that on to people he engages with. We've got this sword here in the back. So despite the fact that he cares about other people, it doesn't mean he's a pushover and like he's going to be abused. He can stand up for himself. He does have a backbone. He can reason and think clearly. But just because he's kind and compassionate doesn't mean that he is going to make bad decisions. So he really embodies the best of both things, the ability to think and reason, and to think about other people in the process, and to do something that's designed for the greater good. I've never noticed this, but there's a tiny little ship there on the horizon. So it's the first message I'm getting is that if you can find this within yourself today, it opens things up for you to expand your life, to make it bigger, to have new adventures, and to discover new people and new ways of being. Then we've got this crab where his heart chakra is, and the crab is the symbol for Cancer. And Cancer in astrology is the 4th sign in the traditional astrology chart. It rules the domestic sphere of your life. So the things that exist in your home, the family, the things that you care about, the things that make you feel grounded and rooted. It's also about taking care of other people, either as a father or as a parent figure, and taking responsibility for other people's well-being, nurturing them through food, through the arts. So again, music and writing and creating a beautiful environment. And the home in itself is very important. So he lives in this beautiful kind of palace here. So the good thing about the King of Cups is he's found some sort of balance within that. He doesn't just give all of his love away. He keeps some for himself, and he realizes that if he's going to help other people, he has to help himself first. Or he has to help himself as well as helping other people. So he's not codependent. He doesn't just give, and expect nothing in return. It's a quality, an energy of someone who's really able to engage in positive, healthy relationships. And that when he nurtures someone else, it brings light into their life. And that light is then returned to him through gratitude or love, or someone gifts him the palace and he gets to live there. So it's what you put out, you get back. And today you really have the capacity to give a lot of love and a lot of positivity, and to get creative and to connect spiritually. All of that makes you very strong, and it allows you to see the value and the beauty in yourself. You can then take care of yourself because you actually honor and value who you are. And it's really fabulous energy today. That means that you're likely to be in a very good place. Because you're taking care of yourself and you're there for yourself and for other people, it leads you to the Six of Pentacles. And what's interesting is that we've got another moon here. So the key thing is to nurture yourself and other people. And that then leads to the Six of Pentacles, which is a card that says you have an opportunity to create something on planet Earth in a tangible way that other people can engage with. So it's cooking a meal for other people that they can then consume. It's writing some music that they can listen to. It's doing a counseling session and seeing the other person let go of some of their issues and feeling better in themselves and thriving on planet Earth. So these aspects of the King of Cups are really, really important as building blocks to something concrete that you can engage with. It also means that a man can come into your life who has all of these qualities, and he can help you restructure your own life by showing you what it really looks like. You may have a very negative opinion of yourself or of your circumstances, or you may have some impending sense of doom. And when this calming, soothing force comes in, he can show you the beauty in who you are and how far you've come and everything that you've achieved, and can make you approach your circumstances more reasonably, more sensibly, and with an outlook that's much more balanced than you would have on your own. We've all experienced that when you're in a certain mood, or you're looking at things from one angle, speaking to someone else about it who's got great insight and who actually reflects yourself back, who kind of holds up a mirror to what you're saying in a loving, gentle way, that is the best way to take it to the next level, because he doesn't criticize and say, oh, you haven't come very far here, or what do you think you're doing? He actually says, well, there may have been a reason why you chose this job or why you're in this situation. And that feeling of understanding and being loved and nurtured and supported actually then gives you the strength to see yourself differently and to tap into your own intuition, to stop criticizing yourself. And then you can look at your practical circumstances with love, and you can work at them more effectively. The pressure's off. You feel like you have someone on your side. You may get your own power back in the sense that, hey, actually, I'm not that bad. Maybe I can do something about this. He understands me, so maybe I can understand myself. Or maybe I can understand these circumstances, these problems that I'm dealing with. Or maybe the world will understand what I'm doing. So really, the Pentacles, which is earth and money and your career and belongings and where you live and how you live, that's incidental. The thing that's key here is a positive self-regard. That leads to freedom, and that allows you to make your circumstances very flexible and to line them up like a rainbow to give you hope. And it gives you great freedom to be on top of your life, regardless of whether there is actual danger there, or if the situation is precarious, you can see the beauty in it, regardless of what's going on. Then we've got death, and that's what this does. Anything that at other times may have seemed challenging and difficult, by looking at it again with love, bringing that up in yourself or talking to someone who can offer you that kind of guidance, will put an end to catastrophizing. It will put an end to you feeling like you're stuck and everything is in ruins and the best days are behind you. It gives you your power back, that you reclaim the sun for yourself, and you pull in all this loving energy to start over in a way that's positive, and then you can actually build things which work for you and for other people. You don't need to feel like it's doom and gloom and you're out of control and you're done too. So it's an opportunity to fall in love with yourself, to fall in love with your circumstances, to find some hope in what's going on, and to all of those things, once you've done them, will give you the power to roll up your sleeves and to start again in a practical sense. And it's an end of this feeling of despair, and like whatever you do, it makes absolutely no difference. You're not going to feel that at all. It's almost like you're a conduit for something bigger that's loving. Look at the size of him and look at the size of this man. And he is looking at him. So the love factor, the feeling of being supported and guided, is much bigger and feels much more important than what's going on in your physical life. It's also a huge difference in a feeling and a reality. And the Death card puts an end to this discrepancy, and your feelings become right-sized so that you can make him bigger and apply them to your life as it exists in bricks and mortar, and things balance out. So please look at nurturing these positive feelings in yourself. And if you're unable to do that for yourself, if you're in a bad spot, then do pick up the phone to someone who you know loves you, who supports you, who cares for you, or circumstances which make you feel at peace and rested and good. Or you can even check in with your intuition and your higher self if that makes you feel loving and supported. And that's really the key ingredient to changing things around. So it's not about talking to your boss and understanding what he expects of you. It's not looking at your reflection in the mirror and saying, oh, really? I've got another year older. It's about being kind to yourself and changing the perspective first and foremost to a loving one. And then all of those things, the conversation with the boss, the reflection in the mirror, your bank balance, your creative output, where you live, all of those things aren't going to seem as important. And because you have all this love residing in you, you can pour it into whichever area you want. And it puts an end to this feeling of powerless and like you're a victim of your circumstances and like they're oppressing you. You can swing the scythe and put an end to that. And it's about opening your arms and sharing this good energy, which then has a knock-on effect to your circumstances. So it's like manifestation rather than letting the world and negativity manifest for you and feeling like your destiny and your path in life has been set in stone. Nothing's set in stone. The stones are ruined here. You've got a clean slate. You can try again. And if you've never tried manifestation work, like positive affirmations or making a vision board or positive self-talk, focusing on the feelings that you want to experience more often, try it out today. You're going to have an easy time of it because we've got the moon here, and it connects with the pentacles. So the moons are water, that's feminine. So is pentacles, the element of earth. So because it's also malleable and receptive, and you can jig things around, and they're like putty, like Play-Doh. It's really important that you make an impression on your life, and that comes via what you're feeling internally, not externally. So the past is behind you and the future's ahead. Death is 13 and 6 is 19 and 1 is 20. 20 reduces to 2 in numerology. 2 is about cooperation, communication, and it's a relationship. So the relationship you have with yourself, with your feelings, with your higher self, with other people, that's first and foremost. And that's going to have a huge influence on the relationship you have with things in your physical, tangible, practical experience on this planet. So it's all about the relationships internally and externally, and that ought to be the focus. And the Death card is a major arcana card. So it's a really strong energy that isn't like, oh, we'll do a bit of this and a bit of that. When death comes along, it's over. So this feeling of oppression and a lack of self-love, you can really put an end to that, not just today, but once and for all. And you can build a better relationship for yourself, starting today and going forward. So I hope you find a way to use that opportunity and to really fall in love with who you are and what you're doing. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.